Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises and barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai Ba'ashem Karkadash. Peace and power to the Father of lights and the beloved Son Yahushai. Peace and power to the throne, King David, and peace and blessings to the sons and daughters and the elect of Israel. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm butchering the opening. All praises. So I want to go a little deeper into. We did the promise. Now we're doing yeah, I forgot it already. The process. All right. We did the process last video. Now I want to talk about the establishment. All right. The establishment. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all some things. I want to break down the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 65. All right. I like this one because the Pharisees always accuse me of dodging, which I don't. And I was going to start it after this, but for their sake and just for the sake of argument, all right, just in case they thinking about talking shit on here, I'm going to deal with it. And I think y'all will know what I'm talking about when I get to it. So check this out. I am sort of, this is Isaiah 65, verse 1. I am sort of them, okay, that ask not for me. I am fond of them that sought me not. I am said, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name. Let me read the New Living Translation, the NLT. The Lord says, I was ready to respond, but no one asked for help. I was ready to be found, but no one was looking for me. I said, here I am, to a nation that did not call on my name. So what name was they calling on? Jesus. Jesus. See how dangerous it is? All of you in here. It doesn't matter what his name is. It doesn't matter. He knows my heart. Yeah. He knows your heart and he knows your ass is rebellious. Let me read it again. Off top. New Living Translation. The Lord says, I was ready to respond, but no one asked for help. I was ready to be found, but no one was looking for me. I said, here I am, to a nation that did not call on my name. Now, what did he say in Zephaniah 3 and 9? I will return upon them a pure language that they may call upon the name of the Lord. You got to say his name. It got to be personal. Right? Off top. Verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day. All the day unto a rebellious people which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. New Living Translation, verse 2. All day long I open my arms to a rebellious people, but they follow their own evil paths and their own crooked schemes. Right? Now, this is a wicked people. We got to get that in your head before I get down to the part I'm finna clear up. Verse 3. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of the rocks. So they're provoking the Father. All right. New Living Translation, verse 3. All day long they insult me to my face by worshiping idols in their sacred gardens. They burn incense on pagan altars. So they fucking up already. Now we get down to this. Verse 4. Which remain among the graves. What is it say in Proverbs 21, I think in 4 or 8? The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So they wandered out of the way of understanding, and they remaineth in the congregation of the dead. Isaiah 65:4, which remain among the graves, and lodge in the monuments, right here. Now, here's the part. Which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels. At night they go out among the graves, worshiping the dead. They eat the flesh of pigs and make stews with other forbidden foods. All right. Now, this is what I wanted to get to, because people always say, "Yeah, notice he didn't start there." He does. Out of everything I read, how rebellious they were, building altars, worshiping false gods, worshiping false idols, burning incense. They skip over all that just to get to the pig. But let me show you something about the pig. All right. This is why you have to go to the extended writings of the water to DC and King Nassau. I'm pretty sure he's going to get back with me, but sorry, King. DC beat you to it, man. He sent me the passage I was looking for because I couldn't find it, man, in my head. You know, I'm not really remembering like I used to, but it's good to have the brothers. See, I can go to the brotherhood. Hey, King, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. They give me what I need. So this is the general epistle of Barnabas, chapter 9, starting at verse 2. This is what it says about the pig. Listen good. To all y'all that might have missed it before, all of y'all that get on people for eating bacon and pork chops and sausages, this is what the Most High meant when he talking about consuming the pig, all right? The epistle of Barnabas, chapter 9, all right? No, not 9, the epistle of Barnabas, chapter 11, Salat, 11, verse 2. Besides which, he says to them in the book of Deuteronomy, and I will give my statutes unto this people, wherefore it is not the command of the power that they should not eat these things, but Moses in the spirit spake to them. Moses was talking to the children of Israel in the spirit when he talked about swine's flesh. Look at verse 3. Now the so he forbade them to eat, meaning thus much. Thou shalt not join thyself to such persons as are like unto swine, who whilst they live in pleasure forget their power, but when any want pinches them, then they know the Lord. As the sow, when she is full, knows not her master, but when she is hungry, she makes a noise, and being again fed is silent. So this is what they were doing. All right, I'm gonna read that again so y'all get it. The epistle, general epistle of Barnabas, chapter 6, verse 2. Besides which he says to them in the book of Deuteronomy, and I will give my statutes unto this people, wherefore it is not the command of the power that they should not eat these things, but Moses in the spirit spake to them. He's not saying you shouldn't eat the flesh. He's saying you shouldn't do like these animals do. The Most High knows the behavior patterns of animals, and he's comparing the children of Israel to the behavior patterns of these animals, not them eating the flesh. But they didn't get that right, okay? Look at verse 3. Now the so he forbade them to eat, meaning this much. Thou shalt not join yourself to such persons as are like unto swine, who while they live in pleasure forget their power, but when any want pinches them, then they know the Lord. As the sow, when she is full, knows not her master, but when she is hungry, she makes a noise, and again being fed is silent. So it's being phony. It's only coming around, all right, when you need something. That's being a pig. Yeah. So that's what he's talking about when he says consuming swine's flesh. Look what he said. Look what they're doing. All right. All day long they insult me to my face by worshiping idols in their sacrifice gardens. They burn incense on pagan altars. Oh, but when they get in trouble, when these other nations start bopping on them for worshiping the idols that they worship, when these other nations start enslaving them and taking their shit and beating them down, Then they want to cry to the Lord. That's being a swallow or a pig. It ain't got nothing to do. Basically what he's saying is, yeah, it's not the fact that you eating a pig. It's the fact that you're acting like what you're eating. You act just like a fucking pig, man. See? That's what it is. So, all of y'all that sat back and knew what you dodged this one, I ain't dodging nothing here. So, you got your just desserts. So now, if you do this one thing that I heard on YouTube made me laugh, the brother said, if you can, first of all, get control of your top lip and bring it down to your bottom lip and lock them up, you have just learned how to shut the fuck up. All right? So, that's what he was talking about. All this time, y'all talking about the pig. All right? So, don't come at me with that. I wanted to get that out the way. I wasn't going to just gloss over it so you niggas got something to say. Oh, yeah, see, he didn't break that part down. He didn't break that part down about the pig. He didn't break that part down about the pig. You a pig, nigga. All right? Now, moving right along. Verse 5. Which say, stand by thyself. Come not near to me, for I am holier than you. These are the smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. This make the Most High hot than a motherfucker with people like that. All right. Verse 6. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom. Look at verse 6, New Living Translation. Look, my decree is written out in front of me. I will not stand silent. I will repay them in full. Yes, I will repay them. Verse 7, your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work unto their bosom. Verse 8, thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. New Living Translation, verse 8. But I will not destroy them all, says the Lord. For just as good grapes are found among clusters of bad ones, and someone will say, don't throw them all away, some of those grapes are good, so will I not destroy all Israel, for I still have true servants there. So all of the northern kingdom are not going to get deported and led to these other countries, but a lot of them are. But he's going to pick out the good ones from those clusters. Verse 9. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. New Living Translation. I will preserve a remnant of my people Israel and of Judah to possess my land. Those I choose will inherit it, and my servants will live there. Verse 10. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, in the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down, for my people that have sought me. New Living Translation, verse 10. The plain of Sharon will again be filled with flocks for my people who have searched for me. In the valley of Achor will be a place of, to pasture herds. Verse 11. But ye, right now we got it. We get down to the nitty gritty. But ye, this is the separate, all right? He bringing that separation. But ye, or in other words, but you are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering to that number. New Living Translation, verse 11. But because the rest of you have forsaken the Lord and have forgotten his temple, and because you have prepared feasts to honor the power of fate, and have feared and have offered mixed wine to the power of destiny. Verse 12. Now I will destine you for the sword. All of you will bow down before the executioner. For when I called, you did not answer. When I spoke, you did not listen. You deliberately sinned before my very eyes and chose to do what you know I despise. See? Even right now, Northern Kingdom and a lot of Southern Kingdom still being wicked, still going. See, right now The truth is in this world, man. The truth is in the world. Do y'all get that? The word of the Lord is going out right now, right this second. I've been out here for almost 10 years. And the word of the Lord is going forth. This is how the Father of Lights is going to be able to hold all of you out there accountable for not coming in when you had the chance. All right? He says, you openly do that which you know I despise. Verse 13. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. My servants will eat, but you will starve. My servants will drink, but you will be thirsty. My servants will rejoice, but you will be sad and ashamed. 14. My servants will sing for joy, but you will cry in sorrow and despair. Verse 15. Your name will be a curse word among my people. You heard that? For the sovereign Lord will destroy you and will call his true servants by another name. See? His true servants, like I said, his true servants say Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Venezuelans. His true servants are who? Manasseh. All right? His true servants are who? Issachar. His true servants are who? Venezuela, Zebulon. All right? Those are his true servants. The real name that the Lord calls them. Why? Because you are obedient. All right? You're not African Americans or free black Americans. No. You Judah. You're not Haiti. You're Levi. You're not Jamaicans. You're Benjamin. All right? That's who you are. Verse 16. All who invoke a blessing, listen, or take an oath, all right, will do so by the power of truth, by the Father. You will take it by the name of the Father. This is why you brothers that took this oath in here is serious, man. For I will put aside my anger and forget the evil of the earlier days. Verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Verse 17, New Living Translation. Look, I am creating new heavens and a new earth, and no one will even think about the old ones anymore. When we get out of here, man, we gonna forget all about this place. Verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy. Verse 18. Be glad, rejoice forever in my creation. And look, I will create Jerusalem as a place of happiness. Her people will be a source of joy. We're going to be joyful every day. Right? Verse 19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. New Living Translation, verse 19. I will rejoice over Jerusalem and delight in my people, and the sound of weeping and crying will be heard in it no more. Verse 20, KJV. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be cursed. No longer will babies die when only a few days old. This New Living Translation. No longer will adults die before they have lived a full life. No longer will people be considered old at 100. Only the cursed will die that young. And he's saying that they're going to die at 100, and that's going to be considered young. He's going to restore, when we get out of here, he's going to restore long life to everybody, even the sinners. All right? They're going to live long, dreary, fucked up lives. See? Everybody finna get that increase. See? So don't think that living a long life is a curse. But here's the thing. The first fruits are the only ones that are going to get eternal life. First fruits. All right? So if you're first fruit, got a lot to look forward to. you're going to get immortality and you're going to live forever. All right? But those that come after, nah, your ass still going to die. You're just going to live a longer life. All right? Verse 21. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. 21, New Living Translation. In those days, people will live in the houses they build and eat the fruit of their own vineyard. Verse 22, KJV. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people. You know, trees live 1,000 years or better, right? And mine elect shall enjoy the work of their hands. See, the elect are the northern kingdom. Those are going to be our farmers and producers, just like the northern kingdom is out here. Now America's suffering because the northern kingdom is not out there picking grapes, strawberries, and everything else. Verse 22, New Living Translation. Unlike the past, invaders will not take their houses and confiscate their vineyards. For my people will live as long as trees, and my chosen ones will have time to enjoy their hard work, their hard-won gains. So, all this, can they deport, black Americans and all that? No, that ain't happening to us. Not the ones that are especially in this house and that are sold out to Yahweh B'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai. No. Where the witness of man is, the witness of the power is greater. Fuck with some of these old niggas talking about, yeah, man, they can deport black people too. Well, they'll deport your ass. They ain't deporting us. All right? He said, we not coming off this land. Verse 23, they shall not labor in vain nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. 23, New Living Translation. They will not work in vain, and their children will not be doomed to misfortune, for they are people blessed by the Lord, and their children too will be blessed. 24, and it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Verse 24, New Living Translation. I will answer them before they even call to me. While they are still talking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. All right. Verse 25, and last, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. 25 and last, New Living Translation. The wolf and the lamb will feed together. The lion will eat hay like a cow, but the snakes will eat dust. In those days, no one will be hurt or destroyed on my holy mountain. I, the Lord, has spoken it. All right. So we're almost there, y'all. All right. Let me show y'all something. And what is that? It's Daniel chapter 11. All right. Daniel chapter 11, verse 31. And arms shall stand on this part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their power shall be strong, and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Yet they shall fall by the sword, and by the flame, by captivity, and by spoil many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be hoping with a little help. But many shall cleave to them with flatteries, and some of them understanding shall fall, to try them and to purge them and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for an appointed time. Now look at verse 36. And the king shall do according to his will, shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every power, and shall speak marvelous things against the power of powers, and shall prosper till the indignation accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the power of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor of any power, for he shall magnify himself above all. Now this is the Antichrist. But in his estate shall he honor the power of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold, silver, and precious stones, and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange power, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. All right, now let's drop this down to verse 43. But he shall have power over the treasures of gold and silver, and over all precious things of Egypt, and the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. The tidings out of the east, now this is where I believe this is talking about Trump from verse 43. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly make away with many. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. So here's the thing. When it's talking about his tabernacles between heaven and the seas and the glorious holy mountain, we know where the glorious holy mountain is. It's in Colorado. This got to be Trump, because he's already did it. All praises. Deputy Commander Harras pointed this out, because I was bumping my head for a while. Here's your point, King. I'll mark you a point on the board. Look where Trump lives. He lives where? In his house in Mar-a-Lago, or his second place is where? Washington, D.C. That's between Colorado and the Atlantic Ocean. So ain't that what it said? And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Look at verse 43. What else does it say he's going to do? That he shall have power over the treasures of gold and silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. Is he not there now? Does he not have power over all the gold and the precious things of Egypt? Meaning this Egypt here, America, which is spiritually called Egypt and Sodom. Don't he have power over that? That got to be him. The first one's talk about the Antichrist that comes after him. But what does it say that's going to happen to old Donald DJ Trump? It says, yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Right? So he's going to come to an end, and nobody's going to help him. It didn't say he's going to die. It just said that he's going to come to an end, and he ain't going to need no help. So, the way Trump going now, look what he did. He reestablished the Treaty of 1866, all right, which makes the indigenous people the true owners of this land again. What else did he do? He removed the birthright citizenship. Now, yeah, he was removing all of the education on black, people that contributed to this country, sports figures like, Jackie Robinson or Jack Johnson or whoever else you want to name, all right? And he's removing the public figures that did things like the Tuskegee Airmen, those black regiments that fought in all these different wars that received recognition. Yeah, he's taking all of that down. But what he did was restore our citizenship, all right? That's for us. We can't be kicked off of here. See, this is a Jubilee year, and he knows he better fucking do it, or the Most High, the Father of Light, Yahweh, is going to fuck his shit up. He know he got to do it. This is why he's getting all of this done. We're coming out this year. This year. With month, I ain't even going there. I'm not even going there. So I don't want y'all belly aching and whining and getting on me. Oh, no. Not going to happen. All right? But I wanted to give you an extensive breakdown on Isaiah 65, all right? So that you get a good idea of the process, all right? And the completion and where we headed. Where we headed? Holy Mountain, all right? Peace and blessings to you out there, Royal House, and to you out there edifying. Peace, power, and love to the Father of lights and his beloved Son. Peace and blessings to the throne. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. All right. May this word be a blessing to your mind, body, and spirit. All right. And to your soul. I'll see y'all on the next go round. It's your King and Shepherd KD, and I'm out. Shalom.